What's up, guys? So today, after a very long break, I'm going to be bringing you guys a deck profile. I took a long break from really playing seriously this game, mainly not because of the format or anything, but because of work. And I switched jobs, and with my new job, I have a lot more time to play cards. So like I think this week I went to like 5 or 6 tournaments, topped all of them. So I'm going to show you guys my deck. This is new Burning Abyss post Secrets of Eternity with all the new stuff in it. Last night I went to a box tournament, split the box in top 4 because it was like 2 a.m. when it finally got down to that. I went undefeated in Swiss, and I think the whole night I lost 2 games altogether. One in top 8, and then one game round 3, I think. Yeah, round 3, and then in top 8, I lost. I actually went to game 3 only twice. So it's Burning Abyss. So we got 3 tour guides. She's the main normal summon. You guys know the drill. For the most part, it's pretty standard. 3 Seer, 3 Graph, 3 Skarm, triple Rubik. I actually was only running 2 Rubik with the new support for the deck, but I just bumped it back up to 3 literally tonight. Because 3 is still way too good, and I didn't get to synchro summon Virgil as much as I wanted to this weekend. 2 Farfa. I think that 2 is just enough because this card replaces Alich in being a problem solver. It just clears the board to make your OTKs easier to do. Along with that, it's just an overall really good card to get around different things. So 2 Farfa, 2 Kagna. Kagna is by far, I think, my favorite one, mainly because you get to dump your spells and traps, which is really good, because they just set up with Dante. I'm still running 1 Calcab. I didn't cut him mainly because he's too good in the mirror match. He's too good with end phase Wing Blast, stuff like that. And then to finish off the monsters, we have 1 Libic. Just 1 Libic is enough because it's mainly there for Flying Sea plays, or game 2 and 3 when you go up against cards like Flying Sea. That's what it's mainly there for. There's no BLS in the deck. That was the most recent cut. I cut it for the 3rd Rubik again. I don't know, BLS, he doesn't seem to be as good. I mean, obviously it's one of the best cards in the game, but I'm going to test to see how it goes without running BLS. -1 boss monster for consistency's sake. For the spells, we got 3 MSTs. Pretty standard. Allure, Foolish, Snatch Steal, and then I play double rank up. The 2 rank ups are mainly so that you get to see them faster. Being able to make Pleiades is always a good thing, especially turn 1. On top of that, rank up helps you to get over Cliport Towers, which is going to be seeing more play this format because of Monolith and all of that stuff. They can drop towers and basically get a super rejuvenation for 3 because of Monolith. So just for the early parts of the format, I'm running 2 Astral Force just to make sure that I can deal with towers, because Cliports is, surprisingly enough, one of the harder matchups for this deck just because of how quickly they can overcome your board, especially if you don't hit your back row removal. And then finally, 3 Good and Evil. This card is the MVP of the deck. I have no idea how many times I went Good and Evil, or I just bluffed a good and evil, let them MST it, let them pop it with Helix, and then on my turn be able to go off because of it. There were numerous times where I had a good and evil engrave and a Dante on the board. They kill the Dante, I get back a Seer, and then on my turn I get to use good and evil, discard the Seer to search out whatever I need for this situation, and then Seer's effect kicks off and lets me bring back whatever. The best way to describe good and evil, aside from being a Rhoda, is it gives you a discard outlet at basically any point in the game past turn 1. And on top of that, it gives you a discard outlet when Denko Sekka's on the board. Like, I was actually able to use it when Denko was out to discard a Farfa to get rid of the Denko to then trigger my Fire Lake. You know, just stuff like that is really good. Speaking of Fire Lake, I only play 2, simply because it's searchable now with Kagna. Kagna can just dump your Fire Lakes if you don't want to dump Good and Evil, or if you already have a Good and Evil. On top of that, it's searchable with Good and Evil, since it can search out any Burning Abyss card. I still play 3 Wing Blast, 3 Emptiness, and 2 Karma Cuts, simply because they provide such a good defense, and Denko Dolls is dying out a bit, even with all the new support. Clipports and Burning Abyss are still the top decks, and then these also help with rogue decks like Satellars, Mermails, stuff like that. That's it for the main deck. I play 42 cards. For the extra deck, it is pretty streamlined. We got 3 Dante, 2 Virgil, 2 Downerd, 1 Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut, 1 number 47, 1 Alucard, Angineer, and Acid Golem. And then for the rank up targets, you have 1 C69 Heraldry Crest. The main reason for this is with the Crystal Chrononaut, this lets you easily get over Leo, even though surprisingly, Leo, I don't know, if you play really smart, you can get around Leo with no problem, but this is mainly for Apocalypse Towers. That's the main thing this is for. And then Double Pleiades. Double Pleiades is mainly so that you can not have to worry about wasting your Pleiades early in the game. Like, I remember when Burning Abyss first came out, and everybody, their ideal opening play was to go Dante, rank up, turn 1. And the thing with that, like, as time moved on, it was great, but then people were only running 1 Pleiades at the time. Or at one point, people were only running 1 Pleiades, so if your Pleiades dies early on, you're kind of screwed, because now your rank ups are dead. Running the 2 Pleiades gives you that extra advantage of being able to go Pleiades early game and late game and not have to worry about it, and not suffer either. So 2 Pleiades. The only thing I would change is probably, if I were to switch out the Pleiades, honestly, I'd probably have to drop one of the standard rank 3s or a Downerd for a Grenosaurus, and then run Volcasaurus as well. For the side deck, we got double Majesties, double Vanities. The Tribute Fiends. Vanities I honestly want to cut. Majesties is just so much more superior in my opinion. I've rarely been citing this, and I've always been citing this. Triple Mech C. I honestly want to main deck these, but I can't seem to fit them in. Triple non-fusion area, just because when I go up against Denko dolls, I want to have as much Vanity's Emptiness as possible against them. And then 2 Ojamatrio and 3 Fairy Winds. Surprisingly enough, just these 5 cards is usually enough to side in. Like, if you guys notice, there's not a lot for Clipports. That's because the Ojametrios can double as a side against Clipports because it turns off Disc. Keeping them from being able to summon those extra 2 monsters with Disc is really crucial. On top of that, if they're out of sacrifices, it keeps them from being able to drop towers, even though chances are they'll use their last sacrifice to drop the tower. But either way, you get the idea of what I'm trying to get across, guys. Anyways, that's it for my Burning Abyss deck profile. I'm going to try to get more videos posted up. I know this was a pretty long one, but I'm feeling kind of talkative. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this deck. Like, what you guys think of my build. I know it's a fairly standard build, I'm guessing. But just let me know. And leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, you guys know the drill. If you don't like the video, show it to people you don't like so that they have to sit through me talking for 11 minutes. Just spread this video around, guys. Alright, thank you. Peace out.